All right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Friday, the 15th of July, and thinking about all these great Grand Cru Burgundies we're taking down tonight at our Grand Cru Courton tasting, or Vintage Courton tasting, and we have got an incredible selection of Burgundies in the store right now. For those of you who missed the Loire and the DRC offerings we just put out, we still have a lot of those wines. Check it out on our previous offers. If you're into Burgundy, you don't want to miss this email, and just because this producer has not been around for 100 years, hey, it's almost been around for 50, and the Cess family, not in the wine business originally, but in the business of drinking great wine. That's right. Jacques Cess went to La Tour d'Argent at the age of 7 for the first time. Hey, I just made it there at 47 for my first time, but I mean, one of my favorite things to do in the world is dining, and I think the people that make great wine need to know what it tastes like, and that is why Mr. Cess has been so successful. Well, the family now, the kids are taking over. We've had Jeremy here in the store promoting their Domaine Dujac project in the south of France, which is excellent. We sell a ton of the rosés, but these Burgundies from the original 13 acres that he purchased in 1968, well, 67, 68, would have been their first vintage, but it was a horrible year, man. They sold everything off in bulk, and like I said, from the very onset, they were about nothing but the best quality. Luckily, 1969, my vintage, was a great vintage in Burgundy, and the rest is history. And because these guys knew all about all the 3-star Michelin restaurants in all of France, immediately Domaine Dujac took off and became one of the hottest properties in Burgundy. Today, these wines are impossible to get. We get 3-6 bottles of 2 or 3 different things on release, but we have just come into a stash of these wines back to the 1972 vintage. Well, just have one lonely bottle of 72, but we've got Clos de la Roche, we've got some of their top wines, we've got the village wines, everything that they make on this offering, and great vintages, 95s, 96s, 2002, 2005, and hey man, there's no great vintages, just great producers. When you look at the off vintages of these producers, like this 97, I just had this the other day, it was absolutely fantastic, and a lot cheaper than the vintages that get great press. So check it out. Everything that we've got from this legendary domain, Domaine Dujac. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.